Hi, everybody. I hope you all will have or are having a wonderful day as the holiday season is coming to a close. The new year is hours away. I just wanted to share a little bit of my heart about 2025. For me, I always say this, that my new year begins on my birthday in October. So in preparing for my birthday, I started reading this book by Pastor Jerry Flowers called Heart Rehab. And in that book, it says, new beginnings require old endings. And that has really stuck with me. In a way that I always want to try to end things well. It's kind of like when you leave a job, you want to give your 2 weeks notice because, not that you plan to come back, but you always want to end it well. Even walking through my divorce, me starting with therapy first and walking away with the mind that because I had seen others who had been divorced become bitter, angry for a very, very long time, I told God I didn't want that to be my story. So I have consistently sought after ways to heal me, to heal my heart, to heal my mind, to rid myself of old patterns of thinking and feeling. And this year, the big thing for me was grace. Grace that I've given others, but also grace that I've given myself. This year uncovered some things that really, really helped me to go further in healing, not just healing from a divorce, but healing from some things in childhood, healing from some church hurt, healing from, just some hurt that maybe I had been avoiding. And it brought some milestones. So I was kind of faced with certain things as you go back and get to thinking over the years. And so for me, it was just grace for myself. I understand myself just a little bit better. And I'm giving myself grace. But I'm also not giving myself any excuse to stay stuck. Because that's one thing I don't want to do is stay stuck. I don't want to stay stuck in anger. I don't want to stay stuck in any type of bitterness or resentment. So I've really, really sought out things to help me on that path. And heart rehab was really, really big in that. And I've also read a book by John Bevere called The Bait of Satan. And also Living Beyond Offense by Yana Connor. And those things are really, really helping me really deal with some of my heart issues, my faith and trust in God, and allowing him to really, really heal certain things, and also recognizing certain patterns within my thought process and how I feel here. Because I want my heart to really, really be pure and clean. The Bible talks about guarding your heart, for out of it flows like life and different things like that. And so I really want from my heart to really flow, the pureness and not any anger or bitterness. And sometimes that stuff creeps in. But I want to end things well. And I think a lot of times we think about starting something new, but we don't really think about the ending of a thing. And so as you're entering to this 2026, how do you want to end something well? How do you want to walk into 2026? You have to end a thing so a new thing can take place. And so if, you're starting some things new, where is your mind and your heart in the process? Is your mind really set on this new thing? Or is your mind set on this old thing? Because, like it says, new beginnings require old endings. So we do have to end well. We have to end well. And it starts here. It starts here. And I think sometimes we just think that we can just, cold turkey. And sometimes you can. But I think that after so many patterns of cold turkey, ending a thing, that you sometimes have to sit in what I'm ending. What does this mean? What can I learn? How can I do better? And then start anew. So let's end well and start anew. Let's really get our minds and hearts set on this thing. Even if it's that you want to eat better. You have to get rid of some habits. And that's a slow thing sometimes. Really, really sticking with a new thing really requires consistency. And it requires consistency of you ending that old habit so you can create new ones. And also giving yourself grace to know that, hey, this is new. So don't think that it will be easy, especially if it's been a lifetime of living a certain way. Give yourself grace. Give yourself the grace, but also push yourself. That is the thing. I have pushed myself to healing because I don't want to be 80 and still stuck in 40 years ago, talking about how people hurt me and what this person did and that person did. No, I want to heal and be whole, and I want to live this life out loud and big and fully. That's what I want. And so I'm ending certain things well. I'm ending old ways of thinking and old patterns and, decluttering my heart first, because I've learned that sometimes the clutter around me kind of is, the same way as my heart, my mind is cluttered. So if things around me are cluttered, it may mean that I got some clutter on the inside that I need to clean out, that I need to move away. And, and so it takes some time. It's hard work, but new beginnings require old endings. End well. Give yourself grace. Start anew. Happy New Year. I love you all to life.